Good afternoon. I am currently sitting in the RV. I know a lot of you have requested an update on how the renovation's going, and I've really been putting off this video because a lot has happened and a lot hasn't happened, and the RV is currently a huge mess, and we just haven't done anything. Behind me, you will see my co-pilot, the toilet that should be in the bathroom, but sitting up in the front seat. It's brand new, hadn't been installed when we bought it, and it was in the way when we were pulling out carpet. So it's currently sitting in the passenger seat. But let me show you the current state of this RV. Basically, it is a huge trash pile. We started renovating the dining room and then realized we needed to pull out the flooring, and then when we got to that, decided we need to pull out this back wall to make sure there wasn't any damage. And then it started raining because it was winter time, and we are now just using it as a storage for all the stuff that we've removed. This is the dining area. That's where we started. We started this whole project in the dining room. I thought it would be an easy project since it just required a little bit of paint, some sanding, making some new cushions, and then installing the new dining table out of a piece of wood that we had. But then we decided before we did that, we should probably do the floors first, and pull out the carpet so that we knew what was underneath, and wanted to make sure there weren't any leaks in the flooring. The floors look good underneath the carpet. When we pulled out the carpet, I realized that when they built these in the 80s, they actually rolled a single roll of carpet over the whole camper, and then they built all of the kitchen cabinets and doors and dining area on top of that, which was smart on their part for saving money and cutting costs, but just because you didn't have to like cut carpet around those things, you could just roll it out in a 12-foot or however wide this is and be done. But when you are taking the carpet out, it's really hard to get all the carpet out from underneath the bathroom door or the kitchen. So there's a little bit of excess carpet around there. So once we got the carpet out and the floors looked fine, Oz thought we should check out this back wall behind me. So we pulled off the walls, again, to make sure there weren't any leaks or dry rot. That's what we were really afraid of. And we did find dry rot, and we do have leaks. So let me show you those really quick. So up here, the insulation's really old, but still in decent condition. You can see some dark spots on the wood where there's definitely been some water damage up there. There is a leak somewhere up there. I did not get a chance to take a picture of the giant cut on the outside, but that's what's causing that leak. And then you can tell over here that this is just like really damaged. The wood's coming out, and then this is where the closet door or closet wall was. But then right here is where like more dark stuff. Actually under the window looks pretty good. The worst part is actually down here on the floor. There used to be a board there, but it was so filled with dry rot that it just crumbled when Oz took it out. So there's no support down there. So that's one thing we really have to fix before we work on this wall. So when we pulled out the closet door, before we realized that it was nailed or screwed in from the ceiling, we tried prying it off and accidentally damaged the ceiling here. But then when it wasn't budging, we went up topside and realized that that it was actually screwed in from the roof on the outside. And then by doing that, we created this giant hole here, which water has been leaking through. But we have this nice bucket stationed underneath to collect all the water. It's empty right now, but every couple weeks we have to come out here and dump it out. It usually gets about half full. And then, as you can see, the rest of this place is just a giant mess with all of our tools and boxes of just crap that we've been collecting out here. Yeah, it's a giant mess. And it's taking a lot longer than we thought. The other thing, not so fun, is I noticed today when I came out here, there's some mildew build up right here. And then the front seats, this one has some mildew on the cover. And then Oz said when he sat in the driver's seat, he felt a puddle under him. So I really don't know where the water's coming from. So before we start doing any of the big inside projects, we've both agreed that the first project is to probably leak-proof the roof and probably take off the outer shell to make sure that there aren't any dry rot issues that we are missing. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer till we get to spring and have like a couple weeks that we can rip the shell off and replace the wood. But that's going to be a huge undertaking. I know that the roof and the shell in general is not in good condition. So if any of you have worked on RVs and have tips or ideas of what we should do, we will take them. Please let us in on your knowledge of the subject, because we are total novices and the only thing we know is what we've looked up on YouTube. So any help is appreciated. Really quickly, I wanted just to show you how we are storing the camper this winter. We wanted to buy an actual cover for it from online, but all of the reviews we saw, they weren't very good. And a lot of people complained that they lasted like one season and then got tears and rips, and I didn't want to spend a couple $100 on something that wasn't going to last. So for the moment, we have this beautiful tarp that our neighbors loaned us on it, and it's doing a decent job. There are some leaks that have gone through, like I showed you in the camper, the one in the back, and then I think there's one in the cab somewhere. But this is how we are storing it for now. And again, if any of you have an RV and have a cover you like, I would love to hear your suggestions, because we can use all the help we can get. I'm really glad that we took the time in the fall to eat breakfast and dinners out here. Having those memories in mind has helped push through the disappointment and the push through the disappointment of not getting what we thought and not being farther along as we thought. But those memories are definitely motivation to keep going and know that we will have some really nice times in here once we get to that. And I think once the weather gets nicer, it'll be really fun to work on this together. We really like working on projects as a team, and I think this will be a great couples building exercise for us. So that's that. So thank you all for joining me on this update. I am sure you were all hoping to see some fabulous transformations inside. I was too. They will be coming, and I will hopefully do another video soon. Maybe I'll do like a vision board of what we envision the space to be, to to kind of get me excited for it, and then you guys can kind of see what we're thinking about. And then, yeah, hopefully within the next month or two, we will actually be getting out here and doing some work both on the outside, and then I think there are a couple projects that I can work on the inside while we figure out how to leak-proof the roof. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, and I hope you all are having a good weekend, and we will see you next time.